Hello, my darlings. So, we are going to be using the Star Dragons Oracle cards today. I just felt pulled to use them. We're going to be using the Tarot de la Nuit. It is growing on me. For clarification, we're going to be using the Rider-Waite-Smith. And I want to take this time to just remind you guys that there are people out there. I literally just blocked one yesterday who had taken my logo, who was trying to copy my name, messaging people, replying to people on my own page. I was like, wow, the audacity. They got blocked, but you'll still have these people messaging you, offering free readings. Please keep in mind, any reputable reader does not do that. We don't give readings on people without their consent. So I can only warn you guys about these scammers, and it's up to you whether you allow them into your space or not. So keep that in mind, okay? I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody who has been signing up for the monthly membership. I'm doing extra things to keep you guys aware of just how grateful I am for your support. And I'm also grateful to all of those who are sending stars, who are following the YouTube channel, the Facebook page, commenting, reacting, sharing, all of those things. Let me know you appreciate my time and energy. That shows me you love what I do and allows me to do what I love. So thank you guys. Now let's go ahead and get started with your collective, okay? What's the message for this collective? What's the message for this collective? Oh, we got two. Okay. All right. So we've got, this one came up first. Challenge, standing up for your rights. And the self, gathering your power. Oh, okay. And they're actually 12 and 13. They're next to each other. So let's read these messages. The green one came out first, though, so we're going to read them backwards. 13 and then 12. Okay, let's see. We're just going to read all three messages on them. So, challenge, standing up for your rights. Constellation Hercules. Oh, yeah. Wisdom of the Herald, time to solve that problem. Conquer your fears and foes, stand powerful and strong, and claim your rights. You are a fierce warrior who is fully equipped to take on insurmountable obstacles. Ball your fist and unsheathe your sword. The time has come for action. Slay the dragon. Wisdom of the Dragon. You will only be stronger through every challenge and obstacle. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Respect the difficulty of the situation. No matter how difficult, the hardship will give you wisdom. Are you strong enough to face it? Star Dragon Invocation. Confront a challenge in your life with daring and bravery. Don't avoid the subject or fall back on niceties. It's time to confront this head on. Stand up for your rights and face the challenge. Okay. And number 12. Constellation Serpents or Snake. Wisdom of the Herald. Ride the wave of life and harness your chi. Build up your energy and never back down as you rise in strength and power. Come into your own and illuminate fearlessly. Now is the time to gather your power and rise to the occasion. Go. Wisdom of the Dragon. It is all about you right now. Focus on yourself and allow the force of self-worth, self-knowledge, and self-empowerment to bubble below the surface until it pours forth into your outer world. Embody the spirit of who you truly are. It's time to go your own way. Proclaim my way or the highway. Star Dragon Invocation. Take a day, a moment, an hour for yourself. Harness your power, reset, reclaim your rights and your knowledge of who you truly are. You'll reemerge recharged and more self-aware and determined than ever before. The power needs to come from within. Okay. Wow. Interesting message. So this is going to be the energy of somebody who is standing up to some sort of intense challenge that feels almost like they're having to slay a dragon and gathering their power to do so. So let's see. I've got a Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, King of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Huh. Interesting. With the Two of Pentacles. This feels like time's up. Because there's Cinderella. See there's Cinderella. It's like having to do something, but being aware that time is up, that time will run out. And I don't know what's happening here, but the first thing I felt with that is time has run out. Okay. So I got a King of Swords here. Knight of Pentacles. They're about to embark on this journey, and that could be this journey of standing up for themselves. With the Four of Wands, it could have something to do with a home or a house. Nine of Pentacles, they're showing up, independent. They know they've got plenty to live off of. But they might have inherited something. Because the Knight and the 9 is the 10. It's a legacy. This might have been somebody who inherited something, and maybe the inheritance isn't being offered or honored. Maybe somebody's denying that it's their inheritance, and they're having to stand up for themselves and fight for what's theirs. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Got the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Sun. The Five of Pentacles. Interesting. So this could be, the Nine of Pentacles could actually be what they're working towards, because they're showing up with the Five of Pentacles. Like they're working hard. The 8 and the Knight is the 9. They're working hard to get to this place, but they may not be there yet. An Eight of Cups, they had to walk away from something. But with the Knight of Swords here, they feel like it was worth it. Whatever they walked away from, they were very determined to do so. With the Eight of Pentacles, this could have been something that was distracting them. And they're like, now I can focus. Now I can do what I need to do. It's giving them a lot of happiness, having walked away from this. Maybe they did have to challenge someone. They did have to stand up for themselves. And that's giving them a lot of confidence. It's giving them a lot of, like, I was assertive. I'm proud of myself. That's what it is. They're taking pride in themselves. Because they might have been in a place that made them feel like you're nothing, you're worthless, you're this, you're that. Clarify Four of Wands. Clarify Four of Wands. So to clarify the Four of Wands, we've got the Queen of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Overall energy, Two of Wands. Now, this could have been a mother. Queen of Cups could have been a mother figure. Could have been a roommate. Four of Wands is somebody you live with, or somebody you have some sort of established connection with. But there was a lot of arguments. There was a lot of battles. There was a lot of, it's like these two were just at cross purposes. They realized we don't want the same things. They are very different. Swords and Queen of Cups, they are very different. There was a lot of, we just want different things. We're going in different directions. And with the Seven of Wands, it might have been the Queen, the one that was like, enough. Enough. So with the Two of Wands, it's either that the Queen inspired them because of her determination, because she's the one showing up with the 5 and the 7, or they're the ones that put the enough. They're the ones that set the boundary. And now they've got plans to, yeah, see. Okay, there's two possibilities here. Either one, this king was in a place where they were not appreciated, made to feel worthless, like they lacked value, all of these different things. And so they set boundaries, they stood up for themselves, and now they're proud of themselves that they stood up to this queen. The other side of this is that these two were always in constant conflict and battled. And the queen is the one that set boundaries. And she left them out in the cold. But this has inspired them to get out of this place of... See, that kind of fits though with the fairy tale being like a time's up. The fairy tale's done. Let's see. Clarify King of Swords. We'll see. Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords, King of Cups. Okay. All right, so I'm going to follow both storylines because it could be that both are playing out simultaneously within the same situation, or it could be that because it's a general reading, for some it'll apply one way, for some it'll apply the other. This could be a king who was possibly married to somebody once upon a time, because they're showing up as a pair, King and Queen of Cups. There was great love between them. It felt like a fairy tale. But the fairy tale ended. And then it quickly devolved into this place of, you're worthless, I don't want you, hurting each other, basically. And if before, the king was in this place of holding on because there was still passion here, there was still desire, he also felt like, I can't leave, I still love this person, I still care. He finally got to a place where he started standing up for himself and started breaking away from this. And it could also be the other storyline where the king was the one where him and this queen are in constant battle, and she's putting boundaries, saying, enough. You are always showing up as a King of Swords, cold, distant, detached. We're done. And that lit a fire under their ass because they had a lot of insecurities and mental blockages about why they couldn't be the King of Cups. But now that she was like, no, enough. Now they want to move forward. Now they're gathering their power to stand up for what they want. Clarify Nine of Pentacles. Let's see. Ten of Swords. The Hierophant. King of Wands. With the Three of Cups. Okay. So again, we're going to do simultaneous storylines. This could be that the king, this marriage that he was in with this Queen of Cups, where there was constant battles, constant degradation and hurting each other and being at odds. They're finally in this place of like, I'm done. Let's end this. I'm ready to take a risk, because people forget this King of Wands, there's a salamander here. His cape is full of salamanders in the figure of the Ouroboros. Even his throne has salamanders and lions. This is the king that can take risks and they pay off. This king is ready to take a risk. They're ready to cut free from this connection. They're ready to live life. They're ready to be single. They want to take this pressure and this weight off of them, because the fairy tale was over quite a while ago. And for the second storyline, it's the opposite. This king has possibly been single for some time. has enjoyed maybe being a bachelor or something along those lines. And that's coming to an end. As they're realizing they want commitment, they want stability. They're going to take a risk on this queen. Let's see. What's the next set? 5 of Cups. 6 of Swords. The World. Justice. And the Page of Swords. Yeah, this King of Swords is having to think outside the box. They're starting to see things in a very different way. If this was a marriage, remember the first storyline, where it's a marriage where they've been at odds for a long time. They may have children together. They may have assets together. They may, still be very, like, when you've been with someone for a really long time, you're comfortable with them. This king might have just been like, well, this is just how life is. We just don't get along, but, it is what it is. We're still married. They're starting to think outside the box. They're starting to accept that it's time to let this go. That it's time to move on. With the World card, they have completed this cycle, and they're in this place of like, I want a divorce. I want to do what's right for me, and I'm not happy here. Neither of us are happy here. And it takes gathering their power, because there could be a lot linked into this connection. Now for others, it'll be the other storyline. Or when this queen said enough and cut them off, it's getting them to think about things differently. There's grief here. There's sorrow. There's like, okay, let's find a solution to this. I don't want to fight. Putting an end, because it was like they were going in circles. And so that's why the queen put an end to it, because she's like, we're just going in circles. There's no resolution. I'm done. And with the World card, they're accepting, okay, so let's end that circle and let's move to something. I want to make this right. I want to do more towards this. Justice card could be making it right, but it could also be like they want something more permanent. Hold on. Excuse me. They want something more permanent. They want something more like some sort of actual legal contract in place. Let's see. Clarify 5 of Cups. 5 of Wands. King of Pentacles. 8 of Swords and the Star. With the King of Cups. So I feel like there's an emperor. So far they've already showed up as all 4 kings. They've showed up as a King of Swords, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. So this is an emperor. And they could have stayed in this connection, the first storyline, right? They could have stayed in this connection for a long time, because they were in the energy of, I've got to fight for this. This is my family. This is the mother of my children. This is my legacy. This is like, there was constant reasons why they should fight for this. But in reality, they might have realized that the reason they were fighting for this is because they felt that this is what they had to do. And what they actually wanted wasn't something they considered for a long time. Until now, thinking outside the box. And it's allowing them to be in this place of like, I really am not happy. I'm so full of regret for all the time I've invested here. It is a waste. I'm wasting my life away. There's somebody who may want to reconnect with the arts. King of Cups is a patron of the arts. This could be somebody who always wanted to, be a part of the theater, or be a patron of the theater, or of operas, or of art museums and galleries, and they want to stop investing in the situation that's taking their time, precious time, away from them. And the second storyline, there's somebody who is almost questioning themselves, why did I fight so much with this queen? When this is where I'm committed, this is where my heart is. All my insecurities, me getting up in my head has deprived me of what I really want. Of either expressing love or being with the person I love. And they're realizing that now. Clarify Six of Swords. Clarify Six of Swords. Okay. So again, I'm getting two storylines. So for the first king, who is possibly now wanting to strike out on his own, with the Four of Cups, he's realizing all of the different opportunities he had to leave this behind, to move on, and he didn't take them. The Five of Swords in reverse, he's like, no more self-sabotage. No more blocking my own progress. No more. Enough. I'm no longer going to do what society expects me to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. I want to bring to life the things that would make me passionate. I want to live a life feeling like I'm divinely guided. And it may not be in those exact words, but this is somebody who is like, they're starting to sense when spirit is guiding them in a certain direction and away from something. They're starting to listen. And for the second king, they're realizing this is going to be a missed opportunity. The fact that they kept sabotaging the connection with this queen. They don't want to do that anymore, because they're realizing the issue here was that it's like they wanted compromise, but their part of compromise was like no commitment. That's not really compromise. That's like saying, okay, so our middle ground is I have access to your body, but we have no commitment. How is that middle ground? This is the moment where they're in this place of, I want to leave that part of me behind. I want to put behind me the piece of me that kept blocking my own growth in this connection. Well, let's see. Let's see how much. Let's see. Clarify the World. The Hermit. Clarify the World. Three of Wands. Oh. Okay. The World reverse, Queen of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Wow. With the Two of Cups. So for the first king, where this was a marriage that they stayed in for a long time. Oh my goodness. God, I hate these gnats. I'm getting on my nerves. Anyways, where this is a marriage, King and Queen of Swords, they're in this place of like wanting to end things amicably. They don't want this to be destructive. They don't want this to be, they want to stand up for themselves. But the Hermit, they've thought about it. They've really examined, what is it I want? With the Three of Wands, it's almost like what they want the most is their freedom. But they want to accomplish that without hurting each other. That's why the Tower's reversed. They're trying to avert a disaster. They're trying to avert this being this, you know, hitting below the belt, degrading, awful divorce sort of situation. They want the Queen of Swords to keep her dignity, and they want to keep theirs. So there may be a house involved. That showed up twice. It was one of the first cards, and it's showing up again. There may be a house that they're like, let's make some sort of agreement about who keeps what. Let's do this amicably, so that we can both still hold some sort of love for each other, even if it's not like romantic. It's more of a healing energy. Let's end things in a healing manner. Let's put this chapter behind us in an amicable manner. That's what they're going for. For the second king, the other storyline, there's somebody who, when this queen shuts them out, they go into this deeply introspective area or mode. They're on deep introspection mode. I have a feeling they're trying to move on. Three of Wands, it's like they're like, fine, okay, let's move on. But with the Tower reversed, they can't. It's like some sort of implosion has taken place ever since this queen set boundaries. This implosion is something that they're struggling to accept it, because what they're realizing is they want something serious. They want to fight for this. But they also know it takes two. And she's not looking very friendly right now. She's not looking at them like a mate or a partner right now. Clarify justice. Ten of Wands. Seven of Swords. Oh, I didn't realize the Ten of Wands had another. Look at that, Queen of Pentacles and Seven of Swords. With the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So for the first king, the one that's trying to divorce this Queen of Swords, there may be, I think that this king was the main support system for this queen, because they're showing up with the Ten of Wands like she's a burden to them. She is financially a burden to them. And I think that there's worry that the legal system will somehow strip them of their belongings and give them to this queen, when she's not really giving much. The Five of Pentacles. That could be part of the reason why they want things amicable. They're being strategic. They're trying to preserve their wealth, because they're the ones that showed up with the King of Pentacles, not the Queen. So I feel like they may be her main source of income, and they're trying to make sure that they don't end up with nothing, basically. The second storyline with this King of Swords, they're really struggling because they don't want this queen to shut them out. But the idea of commitment is just, it's too much for them. It's too much. Like they want it, but then they don't. There's gotta be something there. There's gotta be some sort of trauma there, because they're flip-flopping. They're going from, okay, I want it. No, no, no. Okay, yeah, no, no. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. They don't want to be cut off from her. They don't want to be left out in the cold. But the idea of committing, it's like, God, it's so much though. And Seven of Swords, it's almost like it could be that they don't trust themselves to commit. They don't trust themselves to be under some sort of legal contract. So they're still resisting this. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at the next set here. Got the Eight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. The Queen of Swords, yeah. Okay, so for the first king, they're having a very clear conversation with this Queen of Swords. They're saying, I know we both felt like we couldn't get out of this, but if we both put our part, like almost like they're trying to make it seem tempting to this Queen of Swords. Like, think about your freedom, what you would be able to do. You wouldn't have to deal with this, or you wouldn't have to deal with that, because it got 8, 9, 10 swords. They're trying to get her to agree to an ending, but an amicable one. And this is, in this deck, this is talking about under my, oh, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. I learned words through reading them, not pronouncing them. Under my aegis, whatever, something like that. That word, Aegis, that is the shield of Hera and Zeus. So when this card shows up, it's almost like they're promising protection. Like, I will protect you. I will take care of you. But let's just end this amicably. I will make sure you're taken care of. There you go. That's what it is. I'll make sure you're taken care of, but just sign on the dotted line. And for the other king, they're having to really think about things, because they've got all these blockages. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do commitment though. But at the same time, there's this curiosity on what would it be like being under the protection of this queen and hers under mine. I remember it brought to mind Zeus and Hera. So it's like, what would it be like to be part of a power couple? Even though, when we remember Zeus and Hera, Zeus was a whore, right? And Hera was constantly in tears over his infidelity. So maybe this is somebody who thinks like they could commit and still have, other people on the side. But it's almost like they don't want to be deceptive. So maybe that's what they'll tell this person. Maybe something like, well, let's have an open relationship. Let's come together. We're clearly a match. But let's be honest about this. I'm going to have other people on the side. You can have other people on the side. Let's see. Clarify Eight of Swords. Clarify Eight of Swords. We got the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Okay, so for the first king, he's really thought about this. He's been, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to get this Queen of Swords to agree to a divorce. And I found the solution. I will, like, they're agreeing on Hierophant. This is the marriage, but there's also something big, like school, tradition, culture. They're offering something. Like, I will put you through school, maybe. I'll pay for your schooling. I'll pay for your, maybe there's a big event coming up, a big thing that they want to celebrate, and they're like, I'll make sure that that's the biggest bash you've ever been to. But you've got to accept that means we're done. And for this other king, like I said, he's been thinking about, okay, how can we both get what we want? This Queen of Swords clearly wants commitment. They clearly want long term. And I want this Queen of Swords, but I don't, I don't just want her. Because that's what I'm getting. This king is not done playing around. So they may come forward offering something like an open relationship. Almost like, okay, I'm going to offer some sort of commitment, but it's a page. You notice how it's a page. It's not the full enchilada. So it could be marriage, but in different houses, or it could be an open marriage, or let's be swingers, something like that. There's like this still holding back type of energy. Clarify Eight of Pentacles. Oh boy. Okay, so to clarify the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, the Justice card, and the Sun card. So the first King of Swords, who's trying to divorce the Queen of Swords, they're searching for their happiness. This is why they're making all this arrangement of an amicable divorce, of let's both get free of each other. They're ready to move on with the Wheel of Fortune, but Knight of Cups makes me think they may have somebody in mind. But they know that this is a very romantic card, but it's a very much like the knight on shining armor. They don't want to show up while still being married. So they're going to make sure that they're divorced before they start putting energy into something else. The second king, the one that wants this Queen of Swords, and this could be totally different, unrelated lines, or this could be, I don't know, it could change. They feel like this is fate. Being with this queen is fate, it's destiny. They're feeling very romantic. They're going to come in all smooth talky with roses and chocolates and, very romantic. Because they want to build with this queen. They do see her as part of their happiness. Almost like, what I got when this came out? Almost like they're going to say something like, but you're going to be my main one. You're going to be my main girl. I mean, yeah, there might be some other ones, but they're never going to be as important as you. I'll marry you. I just want the freedom to do my own thing. And I don't want to lie to you about it. Let's see. Clarify Page of Wands. Four of Swords reversed. Oh. Clarify Page of Wands. Eight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Six of Wands. Oof. With the Nine of Wands. Okay. So the first king that's trying to divorce a Queen of Swords. I do feel they'll be successful, but I don't think they'll be successful right away, because the Nine of Wands tells me they're going to have to try and try and try again, because I feel like they keep trying to persuade with the Page of Wands. They're trying to entice this queen on how exciting it would be for her to be single again. the Four of Swords reversed, they're like, just think about it. But all she thinks about is like, yeah, I'm thinking about how worried I'm going to be about my bills. And they're like, no, 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 you're focusing on the wrong thing. Think about your freedom. Think about dating again. Think about this. Like, they're trying to make it enticing. Now, eventually she will agree. And there will be an ending. This person will be successful because they finally persuaded this queen to get excited about being single again. I have a feeling that they're going to present it in such a way. I'm not saying they're being deceitful because the Seven of Swords isn't here. I do think that they're being strategic with their words. They're implying certain things without outright saying it because it's the only way that they can extricate themselves from this situation. Remember with this card, I said they're implying that, oh, I'll like, you know, make sure you're taken care of. They're not saying what that would entail. It could be that making sure you're taken care of is I'll make sure you get a job. Which, you know, that's not, I'm not saying that's wrong. That could be very well what this queen needs. Because I have a feeling that as soon as they extricate themselves from this situation, they're out. They're out. But it almost feels like I'm getting the image of like being really entangled with something. And to be able, like two octopuses that are entangled, right? And to be able to pull away, they both have to want to pull away. To be able to pull away without any damage. So that's they're doing everything they can to coax this other octopus to release them. And once they're free, they're free. Now the second king, they have no peace. They don't have peace right now. Because they're still like, oh, I don't know, because maybe I just need to stay single. Maybe I just need to focus on myself. But Ten of Swords follows that. They're not going to. They are going to fight for this. They're not going to give up because they do really want this Queen of Swords. Clarify Ace of Swords. King of Wands. Five of Wands. Star. King of Cups. Tell me. With the Page of Wands. Okay. So for the first king who's trying to divorce this Queen of Swords, they're ready to take a risk. They're ready to fight for this because they do. The Star card, they do have somebody they want to go to. That person has their heart. And they're ready. They're ready. They're putting everything they've got to stand up for themselves, gathering their power, possibly gathering their resources, because they're ready to go explore the wilderness. They're ready to go explore a different connection. For the second king, they do want to take a leap of faith, but they're still battling themselves. This Queen of Swords is everything they've ever wanted. They know that she has their heart, but at the same time, there's trepidation here. And they can take a risk because this person, this little page in their tunic has the same design that the king has. There's levels. There's different levels of taking a risk. They're not sure what level of risk to take. That's what they're not sure of. They're sure that they want to fight for this, but they just don't know how much they should risk themselves. That's what they're struggling with. Let's do one more set. One more. We've got the Three of Cups. The Ace of Cups. The Knight of Wands. and the Three of Wands. Interesting. 3113. 3113 and the Star. Oh my goodness. Okay. So for the first king, who has successfully freed himself from the Queen of Swords, very cleverly is what I want to say, they're ready to embark on their new journey. They're ready to pursue the person that they want. With the Three of Cups, they may try to establish some sort of connection with this person that they see as the Star before they make an offer of love. But they're very passionate about this. They're very bold too. Three of Wands in this card is about boldness, being fearless. And then together is the Four of Wands, so a relationship, a connection. Four of Cups. They may have had this opportunity before and they feel like they missed it. And now they're like, I'm not going to miss this opportunity again. So they're coming full force after they're free. Second king definitely wants their queen. They see her as everything they ever wanted. But with the Three of Cups, they're really like, this person is not ready for commitment, I just have to say, because they really like spreading themselves into connections with other people. Like they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to hold on to this queen. They want her to be their main squeeze or whatever, but they want to have connections with other people. It's somebody who's very, possibly very promiscuous, very focused on the carnal pleasures of life, but they're very bold. They go after what they want. They don't see why they can't have everything they want. They want stability with this queen, but that doesn't mean that she's going to be the only one. That's all. Let's see. Clarify this Three of Cups. We've got the Four of Swords, the Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So for the first king, who is, getting a divorce, heading towards his queen. I said queen. I don't even know if it's a queen. The Star person. They have been holding back for some time because, they were kind of married. So, yeah, they needed to hold back. But the Four of Swords, they're taking a little bit of time to heal, or taking time to heal the connection between them and this person before they move forward with the next phase of their plan, which is leading to commitment. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. With the Chariot, they're very determined and like, okay, first I'm gonna come in, like almost like they may come in as friends first with this Star person, holding back their feelings, making sure that they heal the connection first before they just, it's not like they want to come in and say, okay, I'm divorced, let's get married. They don't want to do that. They may have hurt this person before, so they're wanting to come in and like, let's establish trust again, let's establish a connection again. And then we'll move on to something different. The second king is indecisive. They're indecisive because I think that they already know this Star person well. And they also know that she's not going to be tolerating anything outside of the connection. So they're wondering, would I be able to be at peace with just dealing with one person? Would I be able to stay focused on this person? Would I be able to truly commit to this one person? Clarify Ace of Cups. They're trying to decide. Ooh, the Devil. Eight of Wands. Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles, with the Seven of Cups. So for the first king, remember when I said he wants to heal the connection, the trust between himself and this star person before moving on to something more intimate, right? So there may be lots of conversations had about what kept them tied to this other Queen of Swords, what kept them bound there, why they, you know, if they hurt this other person, why they gave the impression that things were this way. And there's like a lot of conversations happening. But the Page of Pentacles, this is their defense or their explanation overall is going to be, but the whole time you were my focus. The whole time you were what I was daydreaming of, you were what I was fantasizing about, you were what kept me going. You were what gave me the strength to break away. For the second king, they are obsessed with this Queen of Swords. So it's like, although they're thinking of like maybe an open relationship, maybe this, maybe that, maybe I could be monogamous. Because this person may have lots of options. Remember, they're showing up as a Knight of Wands. They have lots of options. But they really, really, really want this Queen of Swords. They salivate at the mouth thinking of her. They want to rush towards her. It's like they've fallen in love with this type of commitment may be new to them. I will say the one thing that I respect about them is that they don't want to lie. They don't want to deceive her. They don't want to, like, somebody who's, sorry, they're like trying to get to my coffee. Somebody who's a cheater is somebody who does things behind somebody else's back, right? They don't want to do that. That's what they don't want to do. I respect that. There's somebody who may be poly, and maybe they're realizing that this Queen of Swords is not. And so they're like, okay, could I leave behind my lifestyle of having multiple partners and be monogamous? And she's not forcing them to. This is something that they want to do for her, if that makes sense. So it's definitely getting more intense, because the longer that they're away from her, the more that their desire for her grows. It's like they almost want to try it. They're like, I could at least try it, right? I don't know if I don't try. Clarify Knight of Wands. Two of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Temperance. 8 of Cups, King of Wands. With the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. Okay. So for the first king, who is divorcing the Queen of Swords to be with their star, they're working hard. They're coming in charming, passionate, intense, letting the star person know, I want to be a part of your day. I want you to be a part of mine. I want us to be a priority to each other. And the 2 and the 8 leads to the 10. Eventually establish something solid, something stable. With Temperance, this king really feels like they balance each other out. There's the feeling of, it's just you and me. It's just you and me against the world. We don't need anybody else. That's why they're willing to take a risk on this. There's a lot of passion, but it's not just that. It's this time and energy and emotion being invested. There's a lot here. Now for the second king, they may realize little by little they're unsure, right? They're unsure if they could be monogamous. They're unsure if they could be with just one person. Initially, they were like, no, maybe we could try this. Maybe we could try that. But what they really want is this queen. And the more work that they put into this, the more that they spend time with this queen, she becomes their counterbalance. Not only counterbalance, because they got 2 of Pentacles and the Temperance, But it's like she's showing them a new way of being. She's showing them a new way of loving, a new way of building stability, of tempering each other. This person is very passionate, but they go from the Knight to the King. Or before, maybe they're thinking, it has to be multiple options for me to be happy. The Eight of Cups, like they're leaving all that behind. They're getting into the energy of like, nope, all I need is this one queen. That's all I need, really. She's like, it's funny, but she may have multiple personalities. So it's like dating several people in one. No, I'm just kidding. That could be. But it's like she's so complex. That's what I was going to say. She has a lot of facets to her, and she's so fascinating that they don't. It's like they don't need anybody else because she's a well-rounded person. There's not much she lacks. Clarify Three of Wands. Oh. Clarify Three of Wands. Look at that. And the Justice card. This is it's like everybody's getting what they want, but not just because it fell into their lap, because these kings fought for it. They stood up for themselves. They gathered their power. They took a decision for themselves. With the Four of Pentacles, they didn't want to let go. Both of them didn't want to let go of their star. Both of them kept saying, this is something I want in my life. I have to stand up. This King of Swords. I have to stand up and fight for my partner, for the life that I want. And with the Justice card, you only get what you fight for. You will only get what you invest in. You will only get returns where you put in time and energy. And it's paying off. So this is a great one. I really like this one. Let's see what the feedback is on this. I look forward to it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.